All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ha, Rakah, Kwadash, Barakathum. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all the Akim across the globe. Pushing the word of truth and sincerity, I want to say Shalom. This is Dianawa from the Great Millstone Camp with a couple of scriptures basically going into the mark of the beast, and this is just like Egypt, okay, where we're so dependent on money, and we're so dependent on the government, that when his money fails, people are going to be forced to take the chip. All right, and we have one example here in the Genesis 47th chapter, but the big difference in this time is going to happen that there's going to be nobody that's going to save you from this famine and from the crash of this dollar, So I don't know what happened to it, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. It's Genesis 47. I'm gonna start at 15. All right, we all know about the famine, the 7 years of plenty, the 7 years of famine that Joseph interpreted the dream into Pharaoh. Well, this is going to the 7 years of the 7 years of the famine. Genesis 47 and 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth." Okay. So when this dollar crashes, when the food trucks and the transportation business, the trucking industry is no longer delivering food, and the shelves in the supermarkets and the clothes are closed. Okay, what are you people going to do? So when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in the presence? For the money faileth." Right, because it's going to be a time where the money's not going to be worth anything. Okay, just look at with the Brazil. All right, where they were literally wheelbarrows of money, burning it and laying down, strewn out in the street. Okay, when hyperinflation come and bread, a loaf of bread is going to cost you a couple of $100, like it did in Venezuela. Okay, eggs and chicken were unaffordable, even for lawyers and doctors. That same thing is coming here to America. And when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in our presence? For the money faileth." And Joseph said, "Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail." Right? So people are going to try to use their barter and trade system, man. Okay, you may have a bike. Okay, you may give your bike, for half a chicken or whatever the case may be. Whatever is of use during that time is gonna be the new money. All right, it's gonna be going back to the old days, the barter and trade system, right? Verse 17, and they brought their cattle to Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange. Slack it. Let me read that again. And they brought their cattle to Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. Okay, so you're gonna have a short little period. You may have a short little period where you may have a couple of bartering items. Okay, all right. You may have blankets or whatever the case may be that another person may seem useful for them. Okay, and it may sustain you just for a little while, but just keep reading. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, "We will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also has our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in our sight, my Lord, but our bodies and our lands." Okay? So once you spend up all your goods, once the money fail, and once you use all your resources, your fur coats or your gold chains and your Nike shoes or whatever, something that you find valuable or deem that somebody may want that you could trade for food, okay? Hey, even that's gonna go. All right. So the only thing that's left is gonna be what? Your bodies, man. Okay. You're gonna be selling yourselves for sex slaves, for servants. Okay. And that's what Esau's gonna do when his mark of the beast come. Okay. Matter of fact, deceivableness. Right? Because Esau has set up this system for it to fail. All right? And he's going to use his mark of the beast technology to play on your emotions. All right? And a lot of people are going to they're going to try to hold out. Okay? You got some people who are very aware what the mark of the beast is. And you hear them on the comment board, you see them on the comment board saying, I'm not going to take the chip. I'm not going to take the chip. Hey, but when all else fails, when your money's gone, when there's no food, when you try to hold out as long as you can, and they be like, well, you take the chip and you'll be able to feed your family. You'll be able to get comfort. And the majority of people are going to crack under that pressure. Why? Because you have no faith, right? It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already, this is 2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and to destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, and that power is going to be in that microchip. That's going to be the ultimate thing that people are going to use as a way out, as an end all to be all, as a way to help grandma with her dementia, to help your child with their hearing, to help your son or your daughter to walk again. All right, just like there was a man, I forgot where you're from, I believe in Sweden, somewhere in Europe, where he was paralyzed and they put a chip inside his brain, okay, that controls that control the neurons, which control the function of the limbs, and he was able to walk, and he was able to walk again. Okay, so when all else fails, Esau's going to use this technology to deceive you. All right. It says even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And that microchip, the implants that people are getting, all right, that are rehabilitating so-called working miracles in people, helping them to receive their vision, helping them to regain a use of their limbs. Okay, that's a power, a sign of and a lying wonder, man. All right. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should be a lie, that they should believe a lie. All right, it is a strong delusion. All right, thinking that the microchip is gonna save your life, is gonna change your life. Okay, and the scriptures clearly tell you that taking the mark of the beast, you're gonna get destroyed. All right. But but when the money fails, the famine is here, and you haven't eaten in days and drunk no water in weeks and haven't bathed, and the idea of taking a chip to most people doesn't seem so bad, you know. So that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but they have pleasure in unrighteousness. Right? You didn't believe the truth. Okay, you didn't come and seek the Lord while he may be found, when the prophets are out there on the highways and the byways telling you don't take the chip, don't take the mark. Okay? All right, so when all else fails, the only thing you have to offer is yourself. all right, to you being a worshiper of the beast in his image, man. Okay? All this basically comes down to who the Lord is going to protect and deliver in that time, and who he's not. All right? It's Revelation 13. I'm gonna start at 13 and 15. Revelation 13 and 15. He have given power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, just like with Nebuchadnezzar. All right, during the time of Daniel, during the Babylonian captivity, where they had that image, and if you didn't bow down to it, that you were going to be thrown into the furnace. Well, same thing here. You're going to get thrown in the concentration camp. You might get beheaded on sight. All right, and he called it both small and rich. It's like it both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so everybody's going to be subjected to this chip. Okay, once that money fails, and once your cars and your Rolex watches can't buy you any more time, the only thing you got left to offer is yourself, man. What basically means your integrity. That no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? So you cannot receive any food or get any or sell any food unless you got this image. Unless you got the mark. So unless you got the mark of the beast, man. Which is the RFID, microchip. Or if you're in Europe, it's the NFC, the near frequency chip, man. Okay, near field frequency chip, I believe, or device. All right, so just like in Egypt, when the money fails, okay, and you sold all that you could have, or sold all that you had. All right, you're only gonna be able to hold out for so long, man, till your wife and your kids start to nagging you about food and not eating. You're gonna be like, well, just go in and take the chip. All right, but we got to read it in that Thessalonians. All right, are you gonna be damned, man? All right. This is 2 Edges 6. It says, 2 Edges 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right, man? And that's what's going to be going on, just like in Venezuela. All right? The same thing's going to happen here, man. All right? The food, the venture is going to fail. The stores are going to run out. And they're going to start rationing off food, but you're only going to be able to receive those rations if you take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. Okay? So with that, I'm going to say, Kah Halah, Yahweh Shemi Shai, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Until next time, Shalom. And don't take that chip.